Today I want to share with you how I let go of my sentimental items. And first thing I want to mention is that I didn't have that many items I would consider sentimental items. So it was fairly easy for me to let go. I had a bit of artwork from the school that I recycled. And I had a handful of photo albums that are still in a box along with my book collection at my dad's place. And whenever I will be back, I will be donating all the books, because I don't want to ask my sister to donate all those books because there's so many and it's obviously books are heavy to carry. So I will be doing that whenever I'm back home. And as I said, I also have a handful of photo albums. I think it's 5 or 6 photo albums. Those photo albums contain pictures from whenever I was a kid, when I was in school. And my mom stores all my baby photos and my photos when I was in school, when I was a little kid. So it's best to just give them to her because she has them all in one place. So whenever I want to go through my pictures, I can just, my mom is not living around the corner, she's living in another country. But I know in which place they are and I could always go back to her place should I ever want to look at those pictures. So that's it for my photos. I didn't scan any photos because I have most of my photos digital anyway. There wasn't any scanning to do, and the pictures I still have will soon be with my mom. And of course, I did had a couple of sentimental items from my travels and from friends I met along my travels. And by travels I mean living in New York City, living in Berlin, and bits of traveling in between. And I do have a place where I keep all those sentimental items. So my biggest tip would be designate a spot for your sentimental items. So don't have them scattered across your room. Designate a spot for your sentimental items. That could be a box, that could be a paper bag, could be a shoebox even. You don't need to buy anything to store your sentimental items. You can just get a shoebox. You can use, what else you can use? You could use, if you have one of those drawstring bags from shoes or handbags, you can put it in there. You can use a pillowcase to store sentimental items. So obviously it depends on your sentimental items. For example, photos, I would scan them. For things you had when you were a kid, I would use a box. And for things that are bigger, I would use, for example, a drawstring bag or a pillowcase even. My second tip would be to scan all your photos. So to take them all out of your albums and to scan all your photos. And once you scan them all, I would keep selected ones. If the quality of your scanner is not that great, but if it's fine, then I would just get rid of all the prints. And as for clothing, because sometimes clothing can be considered a sentimental item, at least for me. For example, my wedding dress I would consider a sentimental item, and I still have it. But I do have it because I intend to wear it again. Because my wedding dress is a formal, normal dress. It doesn't look like it's a wedding dress, so I can wear it again. But in case you have a wedding dress or prom dress you find it hard to part with, I would suggest to take a picture of it and to donate it, or to make something else with the fabric. I can't sew. I'm not good with that, so I can't give you any tips on that. But my tip would be to find a way to recycle it. And that way you wouldn't need to get rid of it, you could just make something else with it. But in all honesty, I would suggest to simply donate it because someone else could be in use of a prom or wedding dress. Now to my sentimental items that I have here and that I intend to keep. I stored them in various envelopes. So in here are my sentimental items. It's a packaging from Amazon. I think I ordered a USB stick and it came with this packaging. And when I open it up, you can see I have lots of pictures and letters in here, and I don't intend to throw these away. I'm thinking of scanning these actually, but I'm not sure just yet whether I should do it. And just to give you an idea, that is everything that's in there. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's not too heavy, and it's easy to move around with. So yeah, that was it for my sentimental items. So as I said, my biggest tip would be to designate a spot where you keep your sentimental items, to donate selected pieces, to take a picture of selected pieces, or to do something else with that piece you don't really want to let go of. And I know these tips are common sense, but if you think about it, why not give something away that another person might really love, versus you are just having it here sitting in your closet or sitting somewhere else. So I would just really go through each item and think about, do I really need to keep this? Would it make someone else happier than me? And that's the way I would approach sentimental items. And yeah, as you have seen, it can be as simple as just chucking them into an envelope or an old box or some kind of packaging. Okay guys, please let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to talk about, and I would be happy to make a video for you. Have a lovely day and see you guys next time. Bye!